All right, welcome back. Today I'm going to kick off with a little bit of doing more stuff that I need to do before I forget to do it. And that is going to be drilling holes along here on the back portion, this little lip of, or a flange, if you will, of the seat pan. So there's metal parts that need to go in here. I'm going to put this off to the side for the moment. Alright, so we've got the seat pan here. Let's get this thingy in. If I can. How does this go? Oh, a little note on the seat pans really quick. I don't remember, sounds like I'm saying seat pants, but I'm saying seat pan. It's like a pan for your seat. I can't remember if we talked about this in another video. We may have, but these were pretty tricky to get fit properly. You can see here we had to do a lot of cutting, kind of like shaving off this side to get it to really kind of fit. Just kind of trimming it to fit the contours or whatever contours there were. And then this thing right here, this seat pan flange or support, I guess is what you call it. This is kind of an odd piece because I'm not sure if you can see it at all here, but there are a lot of parts, a lot of holes that were drilled in this, already drilled in the seat. So you can kind of see here on the seat pan support, I think you can see, there are extra holes that were already drilled, but the holes that were already drilled in this support did not match up with the actual holes that are on the side, that were on the side of the cabin, what do you call this? The cabin side piece right here. So kind of odd. It seems like they must have updated something. And also you can see here there's a cutout here on this support, but there's clearly a cutout in the actual cabin side piece to to fit, or to make room for this piece without the cutout in the piece itself. So we had to get this in here and then line up the new holes, drill them out, get them all in there, do a little bit of trimming here as well as back here. And then of course these aft holes, rivets, go through some of the gear, what do they call this? Fitting, the flange, the steel, the weldment for the gear and the strut. And then what we had to do was mark out the holes. Oh, that needs to be deburred. Actually, they all need to be deburred. We had to mark out the holes on here and make sure that they were spaced right and all that sort of stuff. So that was kind of a pain, and it didn't seem like it. It was just kind of one of those things that was like, well, darn, it seemed like this should work just fine, but it actually didn't. Anyway, and also while we're kind of in this little section, this little area of the airplane, I will say this is this just kind of whole part right here is a huge pain, because you're trying to get the gear fittings right and at the right height, and there's so many holes, and they're made of steel, and then getting the forward cabin, or the cabin connected to the aft fuselage, and then you got this plate, and there's a bunch of layers, and you got to get everything right, and then you got to put this thing on there, and it's just like you got a lot of things coming together because you got the gear channel, just a lot. So just be prepared for that to be a huge headache, and hopefully it's not. Hopefully it won't be, but don't be surprised if it is. I have these holes drilled right here. These are for lines that are going to be passing through. I think they're large enough. I hope they are, and I hope they're like in the right spot. And for this reason, we're going to have lines passing through here, so I'm not going to actually rivet the seat pans in until we get stuff routed through here, because I'd rather just, basically all this stuff I want to leave off for as long as possible, or until we're done kind of hooking things up. It's going to be way easier to just leave it off instead of trying to get the stuff through the baggage, or through the access panel down there. Okay, all that said, let's put this seat pan in here, and then the other parts, so that we can oh yeah, I see now. John was saying this might be harder, and he was right. He was incredibly right. Darn it. Let's see here. Because we have this thing. Okay. I gotta kind of move it over to the side a little bit, you know. With those minute jiggles. Just gotta. Sneaky. What if we try getting in this way first? Because all these cutouts match up. And oh, there we go. Okay, so not so bad that way. Excellent. Okay, we've got all these holes that line up here, which is great. We're going to Cleco those in just a moment. Get that down there. Something is kind of being a little bit wonky right here. What is it? No, that needs to actually go that way. It needs to kind of rotate. What is it though? Okay. There we go. Just takes a little bit of finessing, you know, when you Cleco, even the way that you Cleco will change how something fits. So maybe if you Cleco all, like if I Clecoed all of the front, the back might not fit. So I'd want to Cleco like a few, you know, one here, one there, one there, one there, and just kind of get everything, just to kind of get it all to fit a little bit at a time. I think these are the pieces that I need. And these are, wait a minute. Actually, it's actually been so long since I've done this. Okay, so this is probably why it's good to just get jobs finished as soon as possible, you know. So this should go here. Should go right there. Let's put that right there. All right, so I got to get I got to get this Cleco out of here. Okay. And now this guy's got a little L angle. Well, that's a pain. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Let's see, because I don't want to accidentally drill through that. Yeah, alright, I'm going to... you know what? I'm just going to rotate the L angle out of the way for now, because I don't want to actually remove the L angle, because then I'll have to, like, make sure it matches up exactly the same, and blah blah blah. Because what I'm trying to do right now is just match up and drill out these holes. If I can get this to fit here, match up these holes right here and drill them out. So it looks like looks like I've got the same situation over here. We got that L angle, and yeah, I'll undo this Cleco. Slide that on over, rotate it. There we go. And yeah. Okay, another thing is actually the holes right here. Have I drilled those out? No, I have not. So I'll need to drill out these 4 holes. I don't know why there's 4 holes like that. Like, that's going to be so hard to get to with a rivet gun. Why would you put holes like that? Come on, man. Okay. So that one goes over there. I'm going to go ahead and actually Cleco this in place. Try and get this. Yeah, it's a bit tighter over here. There's not as much room for... You know what? That's what I'll do then. I'm going to try and... What's it take to move this thing around? Because now I feel like I'm butting up against this. Okay, there we go. Hitting here. Am I hitting that? No, not really. Because that can go forward. That needs to be kind of pushed down to go forward a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes it's best to just find a spot where the holes match up the best, and then use that as your starting spot, and then just kind of go from there. Now these ones, but see, I can actually push this out a little bit if I need to. So we need to actually, let's see. Oh, okay, we kind of need to rotate this a little bit. fitting pretty good right here, but here, not so much. Oh, see how I can just push this actually, and it's like that's what you got to do sometimes, because it might just seem like it will not fit, but you just got to move everything around a little bit. That's the thing about sheet metal. It's as much of an art as it is a science. And unfortunately, I'm not a science, or I'm not a science. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Unfortunately, I'm not a scientist or an artist, so it can be a little difficult sometimes. That's good enough. And of course, you know, if the holes don't match up perfectly, well, that's what match drilling is for. These ones match up nicely right here. Yeah, we don't need to go crazy on clecoing this. We just want to get everything, we just want to make sure nothing's going anywhere and it's all in place, especially right here. Hey, look at that. Now I won't impale my head. Tell you what, it's the little details that matter. Okay, so now I need to take out these clecos, which really don't need to be here at all anyway. And actually, these need to go into here, into this panel thingy, this sheet. But the question is, did I drill these out to A5 already? Yeah, it looks like I did actually. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so we'll just put a couple in here. We'll put one like at the end. Oh, that doesn't even go in the actual. There we go. Put a couple in there to hold it in place. Don't really need much of these anymore. Okay. We'll put, let's see, we'll put some right here. Put one right there. Okay, good. So this is pretty, in here, pretty solid. It looks like, let's see, no, those are A4. A4 rivets, I believe. And we got these. I thought we drilled these out, but did we drill them out? No, we didn't drill those out. These, yeah. Like, how do they think I'm gonna get to those? That's not gonna be easy. Yeah, or maybe not even like possible. I'm not sure. So you can see now that we have this panel just clecoed in here. That, you know, you're not gonna be able to access like hardly anything. The flap motor lines coming through here, it's not going to be easy to access. So, but it looks good though. It's gonna, oh, this is going to look great once it's all buttoned up. It's going to look like a real plane. That, I'll put a cleco here. It'll fit. Come on, buddy. Yikes. Put a cleco in here. Just to make sure everything is not moving. That's good enough. Okay. Alright. Let's get my eyeball protectors. Get my eardrum savers. Alright, I checked my plans and these are A4 holes. And I've got an A4 bit here, number 30, and I've busted out the Magnum high-speed Milwaukee drill. This thing is pretty great, especially if you're going to be doing like a lot of sheet metal holes, like if you're doing the aft fuselage and that sort of thing. This one's going to give you about, here it says 4,300 RPM, which is quite a bit higher, substantially higher than something like this, which is 2,000 RPM. So 2,000. So it's basically double the speed. You're getting twice the speed Also, you'll notice here on this bit, I've got this, this is just a piece of foam, like a floor mat kind of foam, and it really helps to not damage the metal, because sometimes the bit will grab and really shove it against the chuck here. Oh yeah, that's real nice. Real nice. Alright, let's see. Let me put some bow lube on this bit. That was the one thing I kind of forgot. Put a little bit of bow lube on there. And then we're gonna get this over here. And I'm not starting with like a pilot size hole, because since these are already A4 holes, an A4 bit it'd be better to just center it up in these pre-drilled holes, and that should work out well. Now let's do one here. Barely, but I think I can get to these ones. Just barely. Let me put a glove on. A little bit of doing there. And then, can I get... Yeah, the problem is that's not like... Alright, I'm going to need to get a longer bit. You know... Okay, that's getting really hot. Wow, that's getting hot. Oh wait, maybe I am hitting a bolt. Shoot, am I hitting a bolt? Oh shoot. Ah, crap. My bad. Obviously. Because no one else is here. Okay. Dang, I hope I wasn't drilling through that bolt. Or like the nut. Okay, I am definitely sufficiently through there. I think that was, yeah, we'll check on that later. Let's get this last hole here, at least a pilot hole. Okay, cool. So now these are all out to A4, and actually I need to check the plans and make sure that these are supposed to be A4. But I mean, they're A4 now, so they're not going to be. I can't make them smaller. I can make them bigger, but I can't make them smaller. I know I saw it somewhere. Alright, and now we get to do the exact same thing, but on this side. And this time we're not gonna accidentally hit these nuts. I kind of forgot about these. There's these nuts right here, and apparently I was probably kind of hitting something. Or maybe I was hitting the end of the bolt, I'm not sure. So that was an oopsie. We'll have to look at that and fix it if it's a problem. In any case, we put this in here. Oh yeah, those don't match up like at all. Huh. Huh. Oh, classic. Maybe they're not supposed to. I don't know, but we're gonna have to do something with that. We're gonna have to probably drill that out. But that will be for another time. We're gonna save that one. All right, let's do it. Okay. folks, I think that's about all the drilling I need to do. Okay, now I'm just gonna take everything apart and take it all out and deburr all of the holes. What were some of the holes? Oh, these holes. These all need to be deburred. I guess these were... forgot about those. These have been deburred. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing of me taking this apart. So I guess at this point I will now fast forward. This is what you will spend a lot of time doing when you are building an airplane. So, you better get used to it fast. It only took me about a year. Oh, okay. It looks like that rivet, that hole, just looks like it was just drilling into the actual end of the bolt a little bit, not the nut itself. So we're gonna be okay. Now I'm gonna clean up a little bit here and move on to the next project. Another thing I'm going to do before I forget is just put some of this torque seal on all of the bolts, like these bolts, the nuts really, that attach here. And it's a little tricky to get to, but I'm just going to put a little bit of that on there before I forget. Should give us a little bit of peace of mind so we can check those.